But look how perfect this is. This is like way better than instant mashed potatoes and way easier than like real mashed potatoes, right? This is a really good shortcut for like a really busy night, to take someone dinner when you don't want to make instant, but you don't quite have the time to make homemade mashed potatoes. There are so many amazing shortcut foods that I really do love. However, there's one that I guarantee anyone can spot from a mile away. It's instant mashed potatoes. If you use instant or flaked mashed potatoes for your holiday feast, I guarantee everyone will know. So that's why I've come up with probably my smartest hack to date. Today we're making genius homemade mashed potatoes, but not with raw potatoes. We're using frozen potatoes. Let's go. Some foods I will only cook in my Instant Pot now, and mashed potatoes is one of them. You basically steam the potatoes and then you mash them up. You don't need to boil them underwater. You don't need to get out a pot and boil them on the stove. Just use your Instant Pot. It's so much faster and way easier. So to begin, get out your Instant Pot, and then we are getting some diced hash brown potatoes. Make sure you get the potatoes that are just potatoes. And then usually they have something on them to make sure that they don't brown in the bag. That's totally fine. Just make sure to avoid the ones that have oil, like French fries that have already been pre-cooked a little bit. Don't get any that have oil in them. So just diced potatoes that have been frozen. We're gonna dump those into the Instant Pot. Let's see, this is a 2-pound bag. To the frozen potatoes, I'm just going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. This is just water with better than bouillon. I just reconstitute it in here. It's 1 teaspoon per cup, so I just dissolve it. So 1 cup of chicken broth goes in to the Instant Pot. And it's okay if there's some chunks in there. And then I'm just gonna stir it around a little bit. And that's literally it. We're going to cook this for 5 minutes on high pressure. Make sure that your knob is in the sealing position. This one has the auto lid, so it's already sealed. And then we are going to pressure cook for 5 minutes. This one I have to press start. And then we'll do a quick release. After the 5 minutes are done, we're just going to do a quick release. And I always recommend doing this in short bursts. After the pin drops, that's when you know that you can open the lid. And this is what it looks like. Our potatoes are cooked and there's almost no liquid down at the bottom because the potatoes have absorbed most of the liquid. So we're just gonna kind of toss them around, and you can see they're already starting to look super soft. So we don't need to drain anything. What we're going to do now is just add a couple tablespoons of butter, and I like to use half and half. It's creamy, but not too liquidy like milk. That was just about half a cup. Now, use a potato masher. This is way better to use rather than a hand mixer because we don't want to overwork these potatoes. Look at this. This is so easy. If you have a little browning on the bottom, that's fine. Just make sure you don't leave it, let it naturally release the pressure too long, otherwise it can burn. I think they might need just a little bit more. Make sure you take these out of your Instant Pot into a serving dish before they burn on the bottom. We don't want anything to be burned. And one thing you need to be wary of is to make sure that you don't over mash your potatoes. Otherwise they'll be gloopy and not very good. But look how perfect this is. This is like way better than instant mashed potatoes and way easier than like real mashed potatoes, right? This is a really good shortcut for like a really busy night, to take someone dinner when you don't want to make instant, but you don't quite have the time to make homemade mashed potatoes. I wanted to do a little taste test between instant mashed potatoes and our hash brown potatoes that we made. So I wanted to just do a side-by-side comparison. So these are the instant flaked dry mashed potatoes made just how the box says. And they're fine. But they just kind of taste like cardboard. What? They don't have a great potato flavor. The texture is fine. They're creamy because I used a lot of half and half and butter and salt in these as well. So the flavor is okay, but it just tastes like instant potatoes. Okay, these are the potatoes that we made. Right off the bat, the texture is way better just because it tastes like a real potato, because there's just, you know, those tiny little chunks in there that make you feel like you're eating real mashed potatoes. The flavor is great. They're very creamy. And honestly, I think these taste like restaurant mashed potatoes. I think you could totally get away with making these for a last minute dinner. If you're only doing Thanksgiving or a holiday dinner for a couple people, one bag of frozen hash brown potatoes made this much. This is a good serving size. Like, this is totally enough, and it was so easy. So enjoy your semi-homemade mashed potatoes for Sunday dinner, even for the holidays. These are perfect. All we did was dump hash brown potatoes into the Instant Pot, 1 cup of chicken broth, about a cup of half and half, a couple tablespoons of butter, some salt, and look what you've got. This is way easier than doing them all the way homemade. So if you like this video, make sure you watch this video. It's 4 Instant Pot holiday dishes I only make in the Instant Pot now, and I know that you're going to love it. So happy holidays, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.